Yeah, the whole cloud piece is kind of changed over the last several years. A lot of folks were whole hog. They just, hey, I'm just going to move everything up there, and I'm going to run it out of the cloud, and I'm just going to make it work.
Yeah.
But I think recently, what I've noticed is a lot of folks are now realizing that while the cloud is great, and the cloud vendors, the hyperscalers, do a really good job of saying, hey, you can be very agile. And when it comes to building out, let's say, a brand new VMware cluster,
Yeah.
you got to go buy the hardware, and so that takes time. So if you want to do that in the cloud, you are more agile, but it's not literally just turn a switch on
Mhm.
and you have a 3 node cluster, VMware cluster running up in the cloud. And you got to figure in all those costs again. Going back to, if you're in a data center today and you're managing that data center, what's the cost to run that data center? You
Yeah.
got to look at heating and cooling and space. Maybe you're leasing it, because when you go to the cloud, they're going to take all of those numbers, all that cost, and
That
roll it
that
in.
gets built in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets built into there. So I think the cloud is a really great option, especially around Azure VMware solution, whether that is running on Azure or the option on AWS. We can work with both of those. And the nice thing about with Pure is we've got Cloud Block Store,
Mhm.
and we've got a new option in preview right now for also supporting that. And that is a very viable option. And with Pure behind that, now if you have data that's on premises and you're running a VMware environment, you can easily utilize our built-in replication options to get that data up there. You're typically going to be using asynchronous replication to get it up there. But the nice piece is you don't have to pay for any migration
Right.
services if you don't want to. Just replicate it up there. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a downtime as you switch over from one side to the other, but it gets you there. But I'm starting to see, instead of people being whole hog in the cloud, they're now starting to pull back a little bit and do things in a more hybrid approach.
Yeah.